This video is sponsored by Overtime Heroics, made by the fans, for the fans. Hello everybody and welcome to Shaka Sports Turf. We have reached the halfway point of the season and today we have a good matchup in a championship rematch between the Widows and the Swordfish. Widows are entering 5 and 6 on the season, Swordfish are entering 6 and 4. Struggled in the early part of the season with Widows, but they're looking to turn around here at the halfway point of the season. We'll see Brooke Valentine on the mound for the Swordfish as Yao Ling steps in to get things started for the Widows. First pitch from Valentine is right, hit the short and over to first to get Ling for out number 1. Now Chloe Nightingale is stepping in for her first at bat of the day. First pitch from Valentine misses outside, 1-0. Second pitch finds strike zone, 1-1. Third pitch the at bat misses high, 2-1 the count. 2-1 inside. Now 3-1 to Chloe is on its way. That's in there, strike 2. Full count. And that's gonna be strike 3 as Chloe goes down looking on strikes. Now Lilith Nightingale, her sister, 214 average coming into the day. 2 outs on the inning. First pitch to her inside. The pitch at bat misses low. That's 2-0 the count now. And strike 1, 2-1 on its way. Ball 3, 3-1. Like her sister being patient at the plate waiting for her pitch. She gets one up the middle and through into center for a single to bring up Crush Gonzalez. Gonzalez averaged 350, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs on the year. She's trying not to do too much here lately. Well, she feels like she has been doing too much and she wants to try and not do as much. She's been pushing to make things happen and she really wants to turn that around today. As misses outside, 2-1 the count. The Gonzalez on its way in the dirt. Now 3-1. The 3-1 from Valentine. That's going to miss outside. So Gonzalez walks. Now Carla Pontarelli. 226 average. 1 home run, 4 RBIs for her on the year. Valentine coming into the game with 13 strikeouts. Already got 1 in the inning on Chloe to make it 14 now on the season. 2-0 to Pontarelli. Down the middle and smashed into center. Bases are loaded. Widow's patience at the plate is paying off as they're getting to the Swordfish ace early. Bases loaded for Rose Davenport. Average very high, 381 on the year. First pitch to her, misses high. 1-0 the count. 2-0 the count to Davenport on its way. Down the middle and behind it, foul. Had a little extra on that one, he did. And misses high, 3-1. Will's going to get on the board here first with a walk perhaps. That one is swung through for strike 2. Davenport 3-2 on its way and smashed, foul. We'll do the 3-2 again. Right down the middle and once again another one fouled off. Davenport staying in the at-bat and blowing the fastball by her for strike 3. Davenport down on strikes. Widows come away with nothing in their half of the first despite having the bases loaded. We'll see 1, 2, 3 for the Swordfish. Canola, Newton, and Lonnie to get things started. Kalei Konala, designated hitter for the Swordfish today. He is on fire. And Donisha Moss getting the start today in place of Sally Slowpitch. She was supposed to start today, but is still recovering from her injuries. So, Manager Soriano made the smart decision to start Donisha Moss, and she's going to have to come in and hold down the fort. The cut fastball is in there. First batter goes down on strikes. Now, De La Sean Newton. He is locked in at the plate. 244 average, 1 home run on the season. First pitch is a strike as that cut fastball finds the high part of the zone. Second pitch from Moss. Fastball in there for strike 2. And now she can go wherever she wants here. 0-2. God, I'm thinking about the curveball. Check swing. 1-2. 1-2 on its way. Popped into right field. Marks gives chase, but it's going to get down out there. Foul. We'll do the 1-2 again. 1-2 again. That one is also fouled off. Oh, one more time here. With feeling, perhaps. Cut fastball. Thought about chasing it, but 2-2 evens the count. The 2-2 on its way. Swung through. Back-to-back strikeouts for Moss. Now Leilani. He is juiced. My goodness. He's coming into this one looking really good. Feeling really good. And his average shows it. First pitch curveball misses inside for strike one. Second pitch is going to be a fastball. Ed's going to catch the outside corner. 1-1, evening the count here. 1-1 is going to miss high. 2-1. Now the 2-1 is fouled. We'll do the 2-2 count now. Moss is pitching really well to start the game. I gotta say, I'm very pleased. And that misses inside. So full count to Lonnie. Looking to get the 1-2-3 first inning. Yes, she's gonna get it. Striking out the side. Fantastic start for Donisha Moss. As the Swordfish go down in order. 1, 2, 3. We'll see De La Cruz, Marks, and Jin for the Widows in their half of inning number 2. Now Fatima De La Cruz stepping in for her first time up in this one. Average down to 162. There's been talk of her maybe getting released and someone taking her place, but not yet. Teams have started to make moves at this point of the season. De La Cruz grounded to short. Gonzalez over to first in time for out number 1. Now Jennifer Marks, 239 average, 1 home run and 2 RBIs for her. First pitch from Valentine, missing that pitch is strike 1 on the curveball. Now ball 1, missed inside, 1-1 on its way. At strike 2, Valentine finding the zone here. 1-2 on its way, and that's strike 3. Marks goes down looking on strikes. Designated hitter Kanye Jin. First time up for her in this one. We know her power at the plate. We've seen it on display plenty of times this season. And we know she loves to swing for the fences. No strikes to her in this at bat yet. 3-0 the count. That one's going to miss. So Jin walks one for straight, and Valentine, despite the strikeouts, he's in some trouble. Yao Ling, top of the order, back up for the Widows. First pitch to Ling is going to find the strike zone there. 0-1 the count. That one misses outside. 1-1. Ling out into right, but just hooking foul. We'll do the 1-2 on its way to Ling. And that is chopped over to third. Over to first. In time for out number 3. The inning comes to a close. Nothing doing for the Widows in their half inning number 2. We'll see Longstroke, Gonzalez, and Lesso. 406 for the Swordfish. Now Coral Longstroke, the power hitting third baseman for the Swordfish. She is juiced, and they look out for her as well. The Swordfish have been hitting really well though to start the season, and looks like it's going to continue here in this one if that doesn't have their way. But so far they have not. As Donisha Moss has come in a short notice start, and she is playing really well to start, striking out the side as that one is lined out to Ling for out number 1. Now Ariel Gonzalez, some would say the best player on this Swordfish team. First pitch to her, strike 1, finding the low outside part of the zone with the curveball. Good spot for that pitch too. Even if you do hit it, it's probably just going to go into the ground somewhere, unless you can cut it off in time. Now the 1-1, that's chopped foul. We'll do the 1-2 pitch now. 1-2, and that's going to miss high and outside, just barely though. So now 2-2 count is even. As I said earlier, team's starting to make some moves. Hit over to Moss, who gloves it, and on the first for out number 2. Mara Leoso, first baseman for the Swordfish. Got some power at the plate. First pitch to her. In there for strike one. I'll tell you what, Moss is pitching really well to start this game. And if this continues, it could be a long day for these Swordfish batters as Pontarelli makes the catch for out number 3. Going into the top of the inning, number 3. Still no score. 2-3-4 due up for the Widows. Now Chloe Nightingale looking to avoid a strikeout like her last at bat. First pitch from Valentine, that's strike one. Nightingale started to swing at it, but decided not to. Probably should have. 1-1 count. That is high, and she chased it. Third base foul territory. Catch for long stroke for out number 1. Lilith singled in her first at bat, averaging up to 233. First pitch on its way. In there for strike one. Second pitch of the at bat. Misses high and inside, evening the count at 1. Strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. Valentine is throwing a lot of pitches here to start. Already at 50 pitches in the 3rd inning. Credit where it's due though to Widow batters. Still being patient, still sticking to the game plan that Soriano has put into place over the last few games. And that's a walk as Nightingale gets on for Crush Gonzalez, who also walked in her first at bat. That on-base percentage is continuing to skyrocket for her, though. First pitch is missing outside. 1-0 the count. I was surprised when I saw that they'd be starting their ace today, and the Widows were not getting their ace. So far, though, hasn't seen them out to anything, as that one finds the zone. That is going to be another walk for Gonzalez, as now 2 on for Pontarelli, who singled in her first at-bat to load the bases. Oh, maybe opportunity here for Carla. Watches the first pitch for strike 1. Second pitch is low in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Pontarelli lines it, and no, it's dropped at first. Throw back to first is not in time. No runner on second, but they do get the runner up to third. Had to freeze on the line drive, though, so unfortunately a bad case of being in the right place at the wrong time there for Gonzalez on second. Pontarelli's on first. Nightingale on third. 2 outs. Rose Davenport the 2-1. Make it 3-1 the count now. 3-1 on its way. Smashed out into right field and finding the glove of Arroyo for out number 3. Once again, Widows come away scoreless. No score still. 7-8-9 due up for the Swordfish. And we'll get back to the top of the order. But Johansson, Arroyo, and Dominguez. Benjamin Johansson, the catcher for the Swordfish. First at bat of the day for him. Coming in with a 167 average. First pitch from Moss is a strike. I'll say it again on short notice. She's pitching really well, coming in and doing her part to keep this Widows team in it. And it's hit over into right field. It's going to get over the glove of Davenport. Barely. I thought she'd have a chance at that one, but apparently not. It just got over her glove. So, Johansson reads with a single. Now, Gerald Arroyo. First time we've seen him in the contest. Moss is going to have to go deep into this one, though, to give the bullpen some rest, because they've been pitching a lot lately these past few games, and they deserve a rest. Ball 2. The 2-0 on its way. That's missed inside. No, 3-0. Gotta find the strike zone here if you're Moss. She does find it as Arroyo taking all the way there. 3-1 the count. 3-1. Taken again here. Now full count. 3-2. What do you do here? You don't want to put him on. I think you still got to pitch to him. On its way, and it's grounded over to second. It's going to get through. And now the throw from Marks to third is going to be in time. No advancing to third for you, sir. So there's the first out of the inning as Baller Dominguez comes up. Remember him in the playoffs last year in the championship game. he did not play well at all. He struggled at the plate. And it seems like, so far anyway, he's turned it around in the regular season. So far, batting .271 to start the season. That's strike one from Moss. Now the cut fastball. Strike two. Showed the bunt, but pulled it back at the last second. And Dominguez does not do well in these 2-strike scenarios. What do you do here? He strikes out! Looking at the fastball. Canala, DH, struck out his first at-bat. Hoping to not do that again in this one. First pitch, and that's a cut fastball left down the middle of the plate. And Marks at the wall, brings it in. Throw home is not going to be in time. Swordfish played a run. Now DeLaShawn Newton. This is not a good sign for the Widows. Moss is looking to be a little tired out there on the mound, and I can't say I blame her. She's had to pitch a lot. The Widows bullpen has had to do a lot of pitching here these last few games. Unnecessarily, I would say, but that's just the way these things work sometimes, unfortunately. You have to pitch a lot more than you're expected to or hoping to, as now Moss falls behind in the count 3-1. 3-1 on its way, and that's smashed over to third. Nightingale makes the play and just beats the ball into the ground there, keeping it in front of her, near her anyway. So Leilani, first pitch to him is a ball missing low in the zone. Now not getting those calls we were getting earlier in the day, and this is not good, as that fastball finds the zone for strike one. 2 outs on the inning. If they can get away with just 1 run, that'll be great, as that fastball misses low in the dirt. 2-2 evening the count on its way. And strike 3, Moss sets him down on strikes. The inning is over. Swordfish only managing 1 in their half of the third. De La Cruz, Marks, and Jin due up for the Widows in the top of the fourth coming up. Fatima De La Cruz, 0 for 1 on the day. Looking to turn it around here with this at-bat. And first pitch he sees grounds it to second in time for out number 1. Now Jennifer Marks, 0 for 1 on the day as well for her. Valentine has settled down somewhat since his rough start. That first pitch is in there for a strike. Second one, missing low and away, 1-1. Marks swings through the fastball, 1-2. They cannot seem to catch up to Valentine's fastball today, as the 2-2 is smashed into center. It's going to get down for a single. Now Kanya Jin, she walked her first time. Valentine, first pitch to her is swung through for strike 1. Second pitch to the at-bat, misses high. 1-1, evening the count. That's way high. 2-1 to Jin. Losing a bit of control here, it seems like, and that's a bad swing, and she's late on the fastball. 2-2, evening the count. Jin struggles in these situations. Not good with 2 strikes on her. And 3-2, and that is popped up right to Lonnie at second, who gloves it for out number 2. Yao Ling, 0 for 2 on the day, looking to keep the inning going here, as Valentine's starting to show some signs of life here, getting a little better, but not quite. Great dive from Gonzalez in, and throw is early in time to get Ling for out number 3. That's a difficult play to make, especially when a speedster like Ling burning down the line, but they get her out. Still in a run for the Widows. Moss still on the mound, 4-6 for the Swordfish. Due up. Coral Longstroke stepping in to begin the bottom of the fourth for the Swordfish. First pitch missed. Second pitch is a curveball, finding the zone there. 1-1, evening the count. Cut fastball is hit hard through into right field. As Gonzalez, a long stroke on the single for Ariel Gonzalez. First pitch to Gonzalez, finds the zone, cut fastball. Strike one. Moss. Gonzalez lines that pitch out in the foul territory, so 0-2 to Gonzalez, and Moss is looking to be a little bit tired there on the mound. Chopper over to short on the second route, number one, back to first, not in time. Fielder's choice. Gonzalez reaches first for Marleoso. Widows do make a change in pitching. They will go to Jackie Brooks, who's coming in relief of Donisha Moss. Moss, she came in on short nose, and I think she did really well on the mound today. Gotta give credit where it's due. Moss pitched well, and now it's up to her teammates to finish the job. They get one at second, but once again, can't get the back end at first. Another fielder's choice, and now Johansson digging in, singled his first at bat. Jackie Brooks throws a four-seam fastball, a changeup, and a curveball. Her best asset is her velocity. She can ramp it up out there on the mound. First pitch finds the zone. Second one is popped into right field trouble, but De La Cruz runs it down for out number 3. No runs in that inning. Widows only need 1. 2, 3, 4 due up for them as we start the top of inning number 5. Chloe Nightingale, first time up for her in the inning. Anyway, Valentine, first pitch misses high and outside. That one missed inside, so 2-0 to Nightingale, finding the zone with that one, 2-1. And once again, getting her swing through the fastball now, 2-2. Having a difficult time today, catching up to Valentine's fastball. That is hit foul. We'll do the 3-2 again. And hit popped up right to Valentine for out number 1. Lilith Nightingale now. 1 for 1, single on the day. That is hit up the middle of Valentine with the stop and over to first for out number 2. So now Crush Gonzalez with 2 walks on the day. I don't think she's actually swung the bat once in her chance at the plate so far. First pitch is going to be in there for strike 1 from Valentine. Now ball 1. 1-1 on its way. Outside, 2-1 to Gonzalez. Smash to short. Gonzalez with the play and in time. This defense is doing their part to protect their lead and keep the ace in the game on the mound. Great stop. Widows get no runs. Swordfish chance to respond here, bottom 5. Gerald Arroyo now. 1 for 1, single on the day, average up to 297. 257. First pitch from Brooks, a curveball, finding the low portion of the inside part of the plate for 1-1. Now strike 2. Brooks, the 0-2 fastball, misses outside. Good waste pitch there, I think. Good waste pitch. You can still do whatever you want here. 1-2. Change up, gets them looking on strikes. Baller Dominguez now. 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. First pitch from Brooks. In there for strike 1. Second pitch of the at-bat's a fastball that just misses the outside part of the plate. Now 1-1, evening the count. 1-1 on its way. It misses inside, apparently. 2-1, okay. Now the 2-1. Check swing, but nothing doing. As that is ball 3. Dominguez awaits the ball. And there it is, 3-2, full count. Now what do you do here with the 3-2 count? You gotta get it out somewhere, and Dominguez is gonna walk looking at the 3-2. So, top of the order for the Swordfish. And Konala. Dominguez has speed over there at first. So he can go, But we've seen Pontarelli throw out a lot of runners this season. So if he does, and he does go, hit and runs on, but they'll do it again as it's now 1-1. Going again, hit and run is on once again, and there's trouble out there. Gonzalez coming under it, makes the catch for out number 2. Dominguez retreats to first. Now DeLaShawn Newton, single on the day for him, average at 256. Dominguez, threat to steal. We saw him move. He's going again, and the throw down is going to be not in time. Nightingale late with the tag. So now Newton has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. That's a good spot for that change up there. Now 0-2 on its way to Newton. Hits it out in the left. Gonzalez comes on and makes the catch for out number 3. No runs for the Swordfish. They got 1 in the third, and that's all they got so far. 5, 6, 7 due up as we enter the top of the 6th for the Widows. Carla Pontarelli set to get things going for the Widows in their half of the 6th. Valentine still on the mound at 91 pitches, and Pontarelli rips that one foul. Pontarelli over to third, long stroke over to first, and in time for the first out. This defense, they are phenomenal today. I'll give them that much credit. And now a switch on the mound. Douglas Hurley coming in to take over the pitching duties for Brooke Valentine. Hurley ended with a 2.51 ERA and 11 strikeouts on the year. So, new pitcher, what is he going to bring? He brings a new arm angle for the Widows to adjust to, I'll say that much. 1-1 the count. Valentine, fastball at 100. Or Hurley, 100 mile on a fastball. My goodness. Cranking it up there on the radar gun. 3-2 now to Davenport. And down on strikes at 98 miles per hour. De La Cruz now trying to get a hit to keep the inning going here for the Widows. And that is chopped over to short. Gonzalez in time to get De La Cruz. Inning comes to a close. Made the right call there, going to Hurley from the bullpen. Widows still held in check. No runs for them. Swordfish will get 3, 4, and 5 in their half of the 6th. Now Leilani set to get things going. As now Brooks, surprised, she's still on the mound. She's thrown 20 pitches in relief. And she's also pitched very well. But the Widows have in general, they've pitched really well in this one. And you have to give them that much credit because they could have came in and that ball gets past Gonzalez and now it's rolling to the wall. We have not seen this all year from Gonzalez out there in left field. Fielding issues there. Triple to start the inning. Widows make another pitching change now. They're going to Fawn Ribeye out of the bullpen. This Widow bullpen has been really gassed over the last few games, and it's still not a good sign that they're still looking gassed. And now the run's going to try and come home and scoring on the pass ball. Wild pitch. Not a good sign from Ribeye to come in and allow her first run of the day on the wild pitch. So now it's a 2-0 Swordfish lead. As Longstroke looks at one there, now 2-1. The 2-1 on its way, finding the inside part of the plate there, 2-2. The 2-2 on its way. Fastball hit over it into the left center field gap, getting down for a single. No outs on the inning. And Ariel Gonzalez steps into the box, 0 for 2 on the day. Fast runners on the base paths for the Swordfish, though. This team's looking really good, and they're showing why they have made it so far last season, is that one's going to have eyes and get through into left field for a single. Now Mara Leoso, 0 for 2 on the day. They're hitting the ball here in this half of the inning, though. Leoso hot grounder to short. On to third for one, and back to first for out number 2. You don't see those kinds of double plays a whole lot, but it's a time for everything. And they got 2 key outs right there. So now just need one more, and you gotta get Johansson and get out of the inning. First pitch from Ribeye finds the high outside part of the plate for a strike. Second pitch to the at-bat, strike 2. Now, gotta put him away. 0-2, and that's gonna be foul on the right field first base side there. We'll do the 0-2 again. 0-2 on its way. Front door the slider, and Marks is there for out number 3. Top of the 7th, Swordfish lead by 2. We'll see Marks, Jin, and Ling. Jennifer Marks, first at bat for her of the inning. Hopefully we'll get to see her again, though, but with that kind of swing, we might not. She's going to fly out to left for out number 1 on the first pitch of the at-bat. Now Jin 0 for 1 with a walk on the day. Got to find a way to get there early. And checking the swing there for strike 1. Strike 2. Same spot there pretty much. And Jin quickly behind here. And down on strike she goes. Yao Ling 0 for 3. This Widows team struggling at the plate, to say the least. Ling times the fastball well, and it's going to get down out there for a single into right. They've seen a lot of those fastballs today, and they finally get one to go their way and into the field of play for a change. Nightingale. Chloe. First pitch. No, wait. Pick off to Ling. She's safe at first. And another one. Ling back safely in time. We are at the halfway point of the season, and the team's starting to make moves. As I said earlier in the broadcast, the Mighty and Tigers have made their first moves of the season. 0-2 though, and strike 3 inside part of the plate. Nightingale down looking. Get up and stretch, folks. 7th inning stretch time. Swordfish lead by 2. 8-9-1 for them in their half of the 7th. Gerald Arroyo gonna get things going here for the Swordfish in their half of the 7th. First pitch to him is gonna be fouled off. As I was saying though, trying to get this point across here, there have been some moves being made across the league as we reach the halfway point of the season here. The Mighty have let go of Pops Anderson as Pontarelli to make the catch for out number 1. The Mighty have let go of Pops Anderson, and they have signed Arsenio Barrett to be a starting pitcher for them, and the Tigers have signed Siwoo Bu and have released Junwon Moon. So 2 moves that have been made over the course of the past couple of days for teams looking to make their moves into the playoffs as we have reached the halfway point of the season. We're going to play 24 games here in the AWL, and teams are starting to make their playoff preparations. Widows are in 4th place in the division, in the conference right now, so they are in play for a playoff spot, as Pontarelli is busy making a second out of the inning. Now Konala, as the top of the order, comes back up for the Swordfish. First pitch is a fastball that's going to be in there finding the zone. Second pitch is a slider that misses in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Another fastball that is smashed into center field for a single. Inning not over yet. Ribeye still gotta pitch a little more. DeLaShawn Newton now stepping in. Left fielder for the Swordfish today, as Ribeye is starting to look a little tired out there on the mound. But she's the last pitcher they have to go to besides Jane Sappho in the bullpen. And they don't want to bring her in right now because it's not the right time to do so. So Ribbeye's probably going to stay out there for a little longer than she'd like to, as that is hit in the center lane, coming on, making the catch for out number 3. It's getting late, girls. You got 6 outs to go. Gotta make something happen here. Down 2, 3, 4, 5, due up for the Widows. Now Lilith Nightingale 1 for 2 on the day. Looking to turn her fortunes around and the team's fortunes around here. Gotta get something going. They gotta swing the bat though first. That's a fastball in there for strike 1. Another strike out there in the corner now. 0-2. Nightingale on its way. And strike 3 as Nightingale goes down on strikes. The umpire has expanded the strike zone by a lot, it seems. And Manny Soriano is not happy about it at all. But our girls have got to swing the bat. Gonzalez over to third for out number 2. That's just how baseball works sometimes, though. Things are not going your way at the plate. You got to make something happen. And that's strike 1 as Pontarelli looks at the inside pitch. Way outside, 1-1. On its way. That's strike 2. Pontarelli awaits the 1-2. Inside, evening the count at 2. Had to swing at that one over to third. In time to end the inning for the Widows. Swordfish up by 2. We're going to get some more assurance from as we head to the top of the 9th for the Widows. But 3, 4, 5 do it first for the Swordfish. Now Leilani getting things going. The Swordfish tripled his only hit today. First pitch is a fastball in there for strike 1 from Ribeye. That's a slider. No, let a break to it, and that's going to get through in the center for a single. Now long stroke, 2 for 3. 2 singles for her on the day. She's playing really well. And nobody going on the first pitch as that fastball misses. High and outside. Fastball hit out into left. Gonzalez there to make the catch for out number 1. We can get lucky too, and that's a good thing because at some point, something's got to give here. Ariel Gonzalez due up 1 for 3 single on the day for her. This pitching staff is absolutely devastated right now. I'll say that much. The bullpen has not gotten much rest. That fastball is creamed into center and gone over the wall for a home run. Ariel Gonzalez gets 2 more for the Swordfish. That one, 478 feet, extends the lead to 4 now. Gonzalez's 3rd home run of the season, her 11th RBI. Mara Leoso now coming in for her at-bat. Inning is still going with 1 out. And Ribeye is absolutely gassed out there. But she's, like I said, she's got to keep pitching. You don't need to bring Sappho in if they don't have to. But I think at some point, you might want to just to see if you can minimize the damage here. That fastball is creamed into right. It's going to get over the head of Marks as it goes to the wall. She can't make the play on it. Diving. Failed attempt. That's a double for Leoso. Widows are going to bring in Jane Sappho from the bullpen. It has not been a great day at all for the Widows bullpen, who is usually pretty good. But today, not so much. They've had to use a starter-reliever hybrid to start the game in Donisha Moss. She pitched really well. Gave up a few runs, but, you know, it happens, unfortunately. As the 2-1 fastball is hit out into the second. De La Cruz makes the catch for out number 2, but can't get to the bag in time. Now Arroyo, 1 for 3 single on the day for him. Sappho has increased her velocity by a good amount in the past few weeks, and she's putting some extra work here over the past few days to do so once again. So look to see that velocity crank up, and we see it there, 97 on the gun as she falls behind in the count though. 2-0 to Arroyo. That one finds the zone. 2-seamer has some movement there on it. The 2-1, that's hit foul. Now 2-2. 2-2 on its way and hit into right. Marks is there for out number 3. Last chance for the Widows. Davenport, De La Cruz, and Marks as Douglas Hurley looks to put the game away. Rose Davenport looking to get things started for the Widows. 0 for 3 in this one. She's struggling. The Widows offense really is struggling today in general, but Davenport looking to turn around, hit out in the center and to the wall. That's going to be a double for Rose. And finally, for the first time in a while, Widows have a runner on. Now De La Cruz, 0 for 3 with a single, with over 3 on the day. Looking to get her first hit. Not there, she won't. Looking at the first pitch of her at bat. That one misses inside, so now 1-1. That's a ball, 2-1. The count to De La Cruz on its way. Chopped over to third. Over to first in time for out number 1. Now Jennifer Marks, 1 for 3, single for her. And now the Swordfish will make a pitching change. They'll bring in their closer, Lynn Maris. 4-seamer and a slider. She has 6 strikeouts on the season. No runs allowed so far for her. First pitch from Maris finds the zone. That one is back up the middle, and that's going to play to run. There's her first run allowed of the season. Widows cut the lead to 3. Now Kanye Jin, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to her is a fastball swung through for strike 1. Maris again, and the fastball is chased and popped up right to the catcher, Johansson, for out number 2. So, Yao Ling's turn, looking to keep the game alive here. Single on the day. Need to get a hit here to keep the game going. First pitch is hit out into left center field, going a long way and off the wall. Game not over yet. Tying run is at the plate. And it's Chloe Nightingale, 0 for 4. 178 average. This is a big spot. First pitch from Maris is going to miss outside. 1-0. Now high. 2-0 the count. The Nightingale. That's in there for strike 1. 2-1 on its way. Strike 2. Possible last strike for Nightingale. And that's strike 3. She goes down looking to end the game. Those inside pitches have been tough all day, and once again, strikeout ends the game. Widows lose their 3rd in a row and now fall to 5-7 on the season. Playoff hopes are looking a little bit darker here, folks, but they've still got time to turn things around, but they've got to find a way to hit and get the bats going, because they had the bats going a few games ago. They got 7 hits today, but it wasn't enough. 4-1 is the final score in this one, as 3 stars of the game are Ariel Gonzalez, Brooke Valentine, and the Widows, Donisha Moss. That's gonna do it for me, everyone, for the video. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. I have plans for the next couple of games. I'm thinking about watching, not my game, but watching some games as we get closer to playoff time. Let me know what you think about that in the future. And we'll go from there. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. I appreciate y'all so much. Be sure to like the video. If you have not, leave a comment as well. Share, where you share cool stuff. And don't forget, most importantly, subscribe and hit the bell so you can know when videos go live for you. And as always, you guys, you know what to do. Until next time, keep on shining and keep on grinding. I will see you all in the next one.